Coach, as the 2019 regular season starts speeding toward a conclusion, not too many games remain to be played here in Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go! First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Sunday, down. 280. You're mine.
Mike, 36.
Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On second down, it's Jacobs, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Carr. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating, because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Down. 180. Hey, we're good. 180. 36.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Right there in the middle, 55.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Running right through him. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Down. 280.
Check 55, Mike.
Come for it.
55's Mike, guys, 55. Switch up.
Carr now on 1st down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Back at the 46.
Set.
The tackle made back at the 47-yard line.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Who that? Check 13. Check 13.
Go, Chief.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Record.
Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
To number 80. It's a gain of 5. 3rd and 10.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
36.
White.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! Josh Jacobs, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
We go. 18 Gator.
Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to step up.
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Go.
Kill.
Man.
Safety's creeping.
Now it's Mixon running right. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Anything moves, we hit it.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Down. 70 Indy.
6-man.
You draw quarter. Fight.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Ready. 15 Lonnie. 15 Lonnie.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Bravo!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. There, they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we are. Check the hot read.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And a solid run down inside the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now this throw caught left side. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll give it to Mixon. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Another try for Mixon. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal.
Rock it, rock it. Go out.
Here's a run with Mixon, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 12 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bullet good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance. To return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Second year in Oakland for Walter after being signed off the Ravens practice squad, but only 6 catches, 75 yards a season ago. Then he got a lot of hype in the offseason following OTAs. Their offensive coordinators saying, you know, Darren, you have that position. Coach Gruden went as far as to say, Darren, you have the chance of a lifetime here. Well, now it's time for Darren Waller to go out there and prove it. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver or tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Throwing now is Carr. Going to throw right side here, complete. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
All right, T, let's all right. Express. 55.
On first down, Richard. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Switch it. Come on.
Throwing on second down, Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 12-yard touchdown grab, and the Raiders have taken the lead. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Max Crosby, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Not today, you are. Not today.
Hey, Charlie.
Here we go. Mike, 55 down.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. They got his man complete. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Hey, I'm coming. 55.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Carlos Dunlap. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
80 weapon. Check 6. 9. Hey, Alpha.
Now Carr. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
694.
Check hot route. Hot.
Easy. Kill. Later run.
Watch 36.
Hey, Echo.
65. Mike, 36.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play. So it might as well have not even had the penalty.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
55 Mike, guys, 55. Here we go.
To throw, it's Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Carr again. Wide open. open receiver complete. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Carr now 11 for 11. Perfect in this opening half. It's 1st and 10.
Switch, switch, switch.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Hey.
Throwing again. Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Abram, the rookie from Mississippi State. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the 1st down carry. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
1st down, Bengals.
Go now. 15 line. 15 line.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
X3. 218. Chop it. Let's go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Green brings it in. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Show it in.
Check 15. Hey, lock it. Deep dribble. Deep dribble.
Nixon will try the right side. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, Haywood.
They'll drop to throw. And he gets this in the hands of Nixon. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football. Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And now look at him go. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw here. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for the Bengals. 54 yards.
54 yards. First down, Bengals.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Back to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole, setting up that big-time return yardage that we won't even account for in the box score may help them win the game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's Carr to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
General West, 29. 29. I got you. Check.
On 2nd and goal, Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Carlos Dunlap. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now Carr. And that will be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there to make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback. No matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
The Bengals drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way, because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Cincinnati. 54 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. 2nd and 14. Pressure again, and down he goes again. Cleveland Farrell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Carr now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Bravo.
Carr. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Let's go. 50, plant.
Black spot forward. Rip left.
Get it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
A gain of 18 on the play.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Let's get the ball.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Gets it to his running back, Bernard. Give him 3 on the play, and it's a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He completes it to Boyd. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quick.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A big play that time for the Raiders. 43 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Carr going to look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Carlson able to put this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left. roll him out, bootleg him, do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They're going to look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for John Ross. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
And what are the whistles for? A timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Ready? Right there. 54 miles.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And that will write a finish to this ball